make now that you didn't have to make, say, 3 or 4 years ago?
I got to pace myself a little bit different than I did before, Joe. I don't run all the time. I won't steal bases as often. Willie told me, it's about lasting 162 games. It's not seeing how fast you can get out of 162. I try to, baseball's a mile run. It's a long distance run. It's a marathon, as you could say. It's not a sprint. And, it's those that can keep themselves in good shape, and it's those that can stay strong at the end are the ones that basically are going to win it at the end. But, those are the only major adjustments I've had to make. That's about it. Defense, I probably play somewhat deeper than I did when I was younger. I don't play as shallow, and I never could throw. So, they said I couldn't. I got 8 golden gloves.
You got rid of it quicker.
Yeah, that's it. I got golden gloves, though, but I could never throw. That's all right.
This Giants team, a lot of people, myself included, have said they have Barry Bonds and Jason Schmidt. Yet you guys are still in the thick of things. How are you doing it?
I think that people misunderstand this ball club.
Okay.
I don't think anyone gives this ball club enough credit as it really, really deserves. If you're walking me as many times as they have equivalently walked me, if you may give me more opportunities, we might be ahead. But without the opportunities, we're still winning ball games and we're still in this. And that's a great compliment to this ball club and these players. And I just think baseball hasn't really looked at that side of our team.
The way they walk you, the way they pitch to you, you've handled it very well. You have not gone off and said, they need to change the rules, they need to do something to give me a chance. How have you handled all this? How have you been able to do that?
It's just that staying focus point. You be in situations at time where a guy hit 2 home runs in a game, and the next minute next to at bats look worse than his 2 home runs.
Right.
Well, he's satisfied with his day, and basically, I've never been satisfied with an at bat. You learn that from Pete Rose and Tony Gwynn and great hitters that just constantly, got 3,000 hits. Rod Carew, you can go on and on with all the great hitters that have done that. So I go in there to focus that I'm not giving up at bats, no matter what, and then that one opportunity is maybe a hit or home run or strikeout or whatever.
Do you get more excited, say, playing in Atlanta because Hank Aaron played here, because of, he's the, greatest home run hitter ever? Do you get more excited playing in this ballpark?
I get excited about that, too, because, the respect that Hank has here in Atlanta, and all the fans here love him to death, and, and everyone says, he's our icon, Barry. I'm like, what? It's just an honor of competition, between, they're like, you're going to do it. I'm like, nah, Hank's numbers far, you guys. You don't know what's going to happen. And to me, Hank deserves the respect of the game of baseball that I believe never gave him as being the home run king. And that's just how I feel personally. And some people may, shun at that, and some reporters may write certain negative things about it. But I believe that Hank Aaron deserves the respect that he does as a home run king. And until somebody passes that, Hank Aaron deserves all the respect that he deserves.
So you're really shooting at 700. I would think that would have some meaning to you.
I'm amazed by all of this right now, Joe.
Yeah.
Regardless, the 600, 5, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
I'm amazed by it all. The fact of it is the fact that, Joe, no one in the game has really grew up with me besides my personal friends at home and stuff. And they would all tell you, Barry's never been a person who really cares about those little things. He doesn't really care. Barry's the same person he was in high school he is now. I'll be able to reflect on it. Like, I can go back to high school now and think back of the things that we did and how stupid we were and how much fun we had and things like that. But I'm not satisfied in this game of baseball yet. But yes, I am amazed by these numbers that I am putting up. But I'm not satisfied with that, because then I would move on to something else. I'm like, everyone says, well, he should smile. He's having the greatest time of his life. Well, if I start smiling now, I feel like I'm going to be happy with what I'm doing. And I don't want to lose focus. I have to do one thing at a time. And right now it's to try to win a World Series, do that, finish my career. And then maybe, after my career's over, man, I can meet everybody you want me to meet, have fun, smile, nothing else to do and everything. But right now, I'm like a one-subject person, and I have to do that first.
Sunday Conversation, brought to you by the completely reinvented vehicles from the new Subaru, driven by what's inside.
Like Bonds, Casey Blake had a 2-homer day. Cleveland beat the White Sox. Bizarre play here in the bottom of the second.
They got him. There you go. Now, running all the way back.